we will continue this session. The last video we have discussed about the commercial banks, development banks, cooperative banks, foreign banks, and central bank. So now we are going to see about the regional rural banks, local area banks, and the correspondent banks. Now let us see the regional rural banks. Actually, it is shortly known as RRBs. The RRBs mostly they are formed under the Regional Rural Bank Act 1976. Mostly it is formed jointly by the central government, state government, and a sponsor banker. So in that case, they can combine together, they contribute the share capital by these sponsors in the ratio of 50 is to 15 is to 35. That is 50 for central government, 15 for state government, and 35 for the sponsor banks. So what is the main purpose? No, they are mainly established as a low cost institutions in the rural areas. So what is the main objective of these banks? No, they are mainly aimed to develop the rural economy. That is and play a supplementary role to the cooperative societies. That is next to cooperative societies also they are developing the banking habits in the saving habits in the rural areas. So usually they also accept deposits from the rural public and provide rural finance to the rural artisans, that is in the கிராம கலைஞர்கள், and then small entrepreneurs, சிறு தொழில் முனைவோர், like farmers, because no these farmers, small artisans and all, they are in the clutches of the money lenders only, we can say, because they mostly the money lenders know they charge high rate of interest. To avoid these difficulties only, these cooperative banks and RRBs have been established in the rural areas. So as on 31/3/2016, actually there were 56 RRBs in India with 14,494 branches. So RRB அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னாலே நம்ம என்ன சொல்லலாம், கோஆப்ரேட்டிவ் நெக்ஸ்ட்டு ரூரல் ஏரியாஸை ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணுற பேங்க்ஸாக தான் இருக்கும். அங்கே இருக்கிற ரூரல் எக்கனாமி டெவலப் பண்ணுறது தான் இதனோட மெயின் நோக்கமாக இருக்கும்னு சொல்லலாம். ஓகேவா? ஸோ தேர் ஆல்சோ ரெகுலேட்டட் அண்ட் சூப்பர்வைஸ்ட் பை த NABARD. And here are the examples we can say. Pallavan Grama Bank, Salem, Tamil Nadu, and then Pandian Grama Bank, Thirumangalam, and which is located in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, and Valalar Grama Bank, Chidambaram, in Kadalur district, also that is in Tamil Nadu state only. And now let us see the local area banks. Actually, the local area banks scheme was introduced by the RBI only in August 1996 only, we can say. So what is the purpose of establishing these type of banks? They are very small private sector banks only, and they are also established in the rural and semi-urban areas only. So what is the main purpose of these banks? No, these banks serves 2 or 3 adjoining districts only, we can say. And then three districts, they can combine together, they are under the control of the one local area banks, we can say. So their main objective is also to accept deposits from the public, that is rural people, and they invest them in the same areas. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இவங்களோட கான்சன்ட்ரேஷனும் எதில் இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தோம்னா ரூரலும் செமி அர்பன் ஏரியாஸில் தான் இருக்கும். ஸோ மெயின்லி their motivation, they have to follow the priority sector lending targets, that is those who are in need of the money only they mostly target, and include the targets on the loans by giving to the weaker sections of the people. So the main motivation is to uplift the weaker sections and in the rural areas only, we can say. Actually no, that is RBI received 227 applications for set up these local area banks, but out of that only 10 were considered for approval and 6 were given license under the section 22 of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. So but at present only 3 LABs are functioning now, we can say. These are about the local area banks. So here are the examples, we can say. Coastal Local Area Bank, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh, and Krishna Bhima Smriddhi Local Area Bank, Mahaboob Nagar, Telangana, and Subhadra Local Area Bank Limited, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. So these are the local area banks which were mainly established, that is private sector banks, which were established only to develop the rural and semi-urban areas only, we can say. Now let us see the banking correspondence. Actually, it is not given in the book pages. That is because it is an important only, we can say. That is why these banks have been set up. Actually, it is not like a banking purpose. That is, banking correspondence means they are like retail agents. Retailers, what will they usually do? The retailers usually they approach the customers like agents. Agents, they want to approach the customers like that only they'll do the service. Likewise, these banking correspondents are like retail agents only. They are also engaged by the banks only. For what purpose? Only to provide banking services at low cost in the locations wherever the branch bank is not there or ATMs are not available. எங்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு பேங்க்கோட பிரான்ச் ஆரம்பிக்கவில்லையோ இல்லை எங்கெல்லாம் ஏடிஎம் ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ் இல்லையோ அந்த இடத்துலலாம் இந்த பேங்கிங் கரஸ்பாண்டன்ஸ் வந்து அப்ரோச் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஆக்சுவலி தே ஆர் லைக் ஏஜென்ட்ஸ் தான் நம்ம சொல்லலாம், விச் வேர் அப்பாயிண்டட் பை த பேங்க்ஸ் தான். ஒவ்வொரு பேங்க்கும் தனக்காக ஒரு ஏஜென்ட்ஸ் அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் பண்ணுன்னு சொல்லலாம். So they are not separate banks recognized by the RBI already, I said. Actually, the banking correspondence model was introduced by the RBI in 2006 itself to provide the banking services at the doorsteps of the people. So here, even the non-governmental organizations or individuals like ex-servicemen, they can apply for the banking correspondence. That is to act as a agent for the bank. They can also apply. So the banks engaged in the banking correspondence are responsible for their functioning. யாரெல்லாம் இந்த பேங்கிங் கரஸ்பாண்டன்ஸ் ஏஜென்ட்ஸை வந்து அப்பாயிண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்களோ அந்த பேங்க் ரெஸ்பெக்டிவ் பேங்க் தான் அவங்களுக்கு ரெஸ்பான்சிபிள்னு நம்ம சொல்லலாம். ஸோ எ பேங்க் even in a bank in a country can appoint another bank in the foreign country to act as a correspondent bank. ஸோ ஒரு பேங்க்கில் இருக்கிற ஒரு கண்ட்ரியில் இருக்கிறவங்க கூட இன்னொரு பேங்க்கில் இருக்கிற ஃபாரின் கண்ட்ரியில் வந்து அப்பாயின்மெண்ட் பண்ணலாம், எப்படி ஒரு கரஸ்பாண்டன்ட் பேங்காக ஆக்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி. ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் த எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன்ஸ் அபவுட் த banking correspondence. Dear students, hope you have understood the various types of banks. So thank you. We will see in the next session.